smallest things, like an ass on myself. What is it about you? Quiet air and dignity. Maybe the encouragement you gave me once upon a time. The stones we throw, the ripples they create, years later still rock us gently in their wake. How does it treat you? I hear the stories to tell. I can still see the bruises, even as you smile. Cuts those who know you, and it tears those who care. Let me bleed for a future where you never wear that look again. The stones we throw, the ripples they create, years later still rock us gently in their wake. So it could never happen. I understand it all too well. Our marriage is sacred, even as a living hell. In the endless circle, we find ourselves dancing in. The one comfort I have is that you'll never know what stones we throw, the ripples they create.
This technical difficulty brought to you by Microsoft Windows. Our music will return in a moment.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Comedy Sports. Here are the starting lineups for tonight's match between the blue team and the red team. Please join me in welcoming the team in blue. Leading off for the blue team, Cohen Little Rusty Jenkins. Matt, Do the Russell. Chris Cross Crotty. And captain of the blue team, Johanna Sweet and Lowenberg. And now let's welcome the team in red. Leading off for the red team, Leslie Boogie Mansfield. Amy Zing Gray. Visiting from CSE New York, Amelia Amy Fowler. And captain of the red team, Jamie the Full Montgomery. And of course, your referee for this evening, Mr. Patrick Electrical Short.
Good evening and welcome, fans, to ComedySportz Saturday night. It's great to be here. Thank you, Jim Sapp, for the awesome intro. Jim on announcing and scoring tonight. Also with us, our chat goddess, Marianne Rambo. Marianne, what's happening on your system?
Hey, Ref Patrick, my Windows is working just fine.
Thank goodness this is hosted on a Macintosh.
Otherwise, I'm good.
Yeah. If that had been the main system, we would all crashed out of this and it would have been super fun. But no, it's just the music system. But we're back, and it's improv that's played like a sporting event here on the Zooms. All of us from our homes to your homes or wherever you're watching this from. If you're currently driving a car, please put us on audio only. Thank you. All right. You're going to have a big thing to do here because we have the chat that Marianne runs, and that's where our suggestions go into. So let's practice with that right now and throw in a bunch of occupations and locations and categories of things and your favorite color. And yeah, that's a great way to start. We'll just throw all of that in there and let's see some things happening in the chat. Great. So to get us further along, I'm going to call our captains onto the screen. Our blue and red captains. Tonight it's Johanna and Jamie. Jamie will be here.
You can actually see me now.
Yeah, that's good. I was a little worried. Thought maybe it was a skincare regimen or something that was going on. I don't know. But here's Jamie rising as always. All right. So welcome, you two. Got a couple fouls to make sure everybody knows about. First of all, technical foul, which applies online. So if you're muted when you're not supposed to be, or Comcast fails you, or just technical stuff gets in the way of our enjoyment, a number of points may be taken away from your team. Muting is generally just 1 point. Now, the most important foul, though, is the out-of-bounds foul. So everybody do that with me, even in your home spaces. The out-of-bounds foul. And if the out-of-bounds foul is called, there's a couple levels of it. There's the warning, and there's these, oh, no, you didn't portion of it. And this happens if somebody says something lewd, crude, rude, racist, sexist, Marxist, or too soon. If these things happen, I will blow the whistle, call the out-of-bounds foul, and I'll decide on what the punishment is at that point. If this punishment is on you in chat, Marianne has the power to remove you. So let's play to the top of our intelligence. Let's keep it smart. Let's keep it clean for all the 3-year-olds and 5-year-olds and grandmothers and grandfathers who are watching our show. We don't want to have to explain anything to our parents about what we're doing. All right, let's rock and roll to the coin toss, please. Johanna, you were here first, so you get to call it in the air. It is an actual coin. And call it in the air.
All right, heads.
It is tails. Jamie has won the toss. Congratulations. Red team gets to call what the first game is. What's it going to be?
Oh, let's play categories.
You know, I am not super surprised by this. This is like our #1 game on Zoom lately. And it's a cool game. So go prepare your teams. Fans, we're going to bring everybody from both teams onto the screen. And we do have some special guests tonight. Amelia Fowler from CSC New York City. We love Amelia so much, and it's so pleased that she's with us. And Cohen Jenkins from CSC Boise. He used to live here. And he used to play here very briefly before he turned pro, and we traded him for players to be named later. All right. But they're here and they're playing with us tonight. It's fantastic. So let's have all the players out on the screen. And this is a game where we get a category from you, and I ask players to name something in that category. And if they're unable to, I blow the whistle and remove them from the game. The last player left alive after all the tossing out wins 5 points for their team. And as a bonus, because it's categories, if somebody says something that might be another category, I reserve the right to switch it. Because I can. All right. Players, let's get on it. And Marianne, what's our first suggestion for tonight?
Our first suggestion out of the box when you were asking from earlier was blue. So I'm going to say things having to do with the color blue.
Things having to do with the color blue. And Red Team, you are eligible on this one. All right. And let's begin. And Leslie.
Sky.
Chris.
Sadness.
Johanna.
Cheese.
Amelia.
Patti LaBelle.
Cohen.
The song I'm Blue Badu Bee Badu Bum.
Okay. Amy.
Blue Moon.
Which is also...
Song from the 50s.
All right, we're switching it to songs from the 50s. Matt Russell.
How Much Is That Doggy in the Window? Number 1 in 1953.
Yeah, sure. Jamie.
Shirley Temple's song, New Day. New Sunny Day. Sunny Days.
Not only are you making it up, you're making it up in the wrong decade. All right. This is brilliant. So that's how it works, folks. We have to temporarily say goodbye to Jamie, which is always disappointing, as we have big hearts for Jamie. But that's how this works. And Marianne, what else do you have from our friends on the chat?
From Zoom Massey, we're going to take power tools.
Thank you, Zoom Massey. Power tools, please. Cohen.
Table saw.
Matt.
Makita drill.
Amelia.
Electric screwdriver.
Sure. Johanna.
One of those drills that you use to cut some wood or piping, or a drill through a hole.
Sounds legit.
That is what we call a description, not the name of the tool. So off you go. Thank you very much, Johanna. But it was very, I mean, we were all picturing that in our heads, weren't we? I mean, it was a tremendous description.
She
That's
described
not how the game's played. What else do we have, Marianne?
Well, the singing was so good earlier that I'm going to take Dick and Jane's suggestion of children's songs.
I saw that one go by, and I was hoping you would. Children's songs. All right. Chris.
John Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Amy.
Prairie Jacques.
Leslie.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Cohen.
Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Amelia.
Rock them one by one. You don't know it, but it is a children's song.
Oh, I know it. Matt.
Baby shark do 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 do.
no.
Baby shark do 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 do. Baby
Chris.
shark.
This Old Man.
Leslie.
The alphabet song.
Amy.
Pieces of 8.
Which is also
Something pirates say.
something pirates say. Cohen.
We better go to Barbados, pick up the next shipment of sugarcane.
Matt.
I miss my wife.
Amelia.
Stab!
Leslie.
Walk the plank!
Chris.
I did not particularly care for Mr. Depp's performance.
All right. It's arguable that current pirates may have said that, but I doubt it. I doubt they saw the movie. So we're in a time warp, Chris, and I'm going to throw you out for that one, but it was well put. Well put. All right. Next thing, Marianne.
This one from Derek, Star Trek Aliens.
Star Trek Aliens. Super. Amelia.
Bajorans.
Amy.
Cardassians.
Cohen.
Klingons.
All right. I have to go back to Amy. Did you say Cardassians or Kardashians?
Cardassians.
Okay, great. All right. We're going to continue. Matt.
Andorians.
Leslie.
Vulcans?
Leslie.
The thing that Lieutenant Orp was that had the
Once again, it's the descriptive foul, and pitch Leslie from the game. I feel badly. These are not wrong. They're just not, what we're looking for, I guess. Marianne,
what are your whistle trills?
Oh, yes. Charles.
Marianne?
Yes, loyal fan Steve said electrician earlier. So things in the category that an electrician would use.
All right, things important to electricians. Cohen.
Not getting shocked.
Number 1. Amelia.
Electrical tape.
Sure. Amy.
Union brakes.
Matt.
A proper invoice system.
Amy.
A truck.
Amelia.
Water a safe distance away.
Okay, which is also...
What I like to be because I can't swim.
Okay, what do we like to be because we can't swim is the new category. Matt.
A bird!
Amy.
A surfboard salesperson who stays on land.
Owen.
An anvil.
Sure. Matt.
A sand castle.
Which is also...
A name of a restaurant chain, maybe.
Okay, I'll take it. Restaurant chains. Amelia.
Arby's.
Amy.
The fish hook.
Cohen.
Long John Silver's.
Barely. Matt.
Tugboats, fish and chips.
Okay. Amy.
Brandywine.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
a tomato.
Amelia.
Crab du jour. It's a New York thing. I wish I was making it
I
up.
gotta trust. It's a New York thing.
It really is.
Cohen.
Bojangles.
Matt.
McDonald's.
Cohen.
Raising Cane's.
Amy.
Carl's Jr.
Amelia.
Popeyes.
I gotta stop this category. First, a little hungry. Second, I can't throw them out. So we need something new, Marianne.
Ice cream toppings from loyal
Ice
fan
cream
Ruth.
toppings. That'll do it. Thank you. Cohen.
Sugar. 95% of ice cream toppings.
So many good things you could put on ice cream. You're not putting sugar on it. Sorry, you're out. Out.
I'm the last blue player. I am the captain now.
Oh. Good luck.
We're going back to the pirate thing? Oh!
I don't think your captain thinks you're the captain.
Yeah, you got the Johanna look, so I don't know.
Yeah,
That's the
I feel
Mike
bad.
Shish look.
I don't know about that.
gonna
Also,
catch
Ms.
it, man.
Jenkins from Portland has rung in and said, "Sugar?" ? Like, okay.
And it was her suggestion, so I think she gets to make that call.
Oh, we're going to continue. If it's her suggestion, we're continuing.
The
With
suggestion
ice
again,
cream
sorry.
toppings.
Got it.
Amy.
Nuts.
Sure. Amelia.
Sprinkles.
Amy.
Jam.
Amelia.
Cherries.
Amy.
Magic shell.
Amelia.
The little chocolate chips that are really much littler than the big ones, because the big ones just are too much in your teeth. They're crappy.
Agreed. Amy.
Yeah. Caramel.
Which is also a...
Color.
Sure. Colors. Matt.
Green.
Amy.
Red.
Amelia.
Sapodilla brown.
Matt.
Burnt ember.
Burnt ember?
Yeah, it's a color. Look it up.
I think it's burnt umber. And I'm throwing them out.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that burnt ember looks different than burnt umber?
I am
How
saying
dare
that.
you?
Yeah, that's what
I'm telling you once and for all.
Okay, well, what happened there, Jim?
Well, with that, all of our points went to the red team, so the score would now be red 5, blue has 0.
I also noticed that Microsoft Windows lost a point.
Well, it should have earlier.
Well, it did. It's on
The
scoreboard.
technical foul.
Yep. All right. So let's call the red captain on the screen. Hey, Jamie. Your team did wonderfully in that round, and that entitles you to go first in the team choice round.
Thank you, team. I was the first one out.
Well, it's a team effort. That's part of the whole point. All right. So what game do you want to play?
We would like to play Changing Styles.
Oh, would you? All right. Great. For the game of changing styles, fans, Jamie, go prepare your team. Thank you. Fans, we need a ton of suggestions from you. We need emotions. Those are feelings or states of being. We need, let's have some occupations. Let's have some theatrical styles or literature styles or movie styles. And we'd even like a couple of musical styles. We'll just see if that is a working thing. All right, so what's going to happen is they're going to play a dramatic scene, and we need a suggestion for that too. So while you're putting in all these other things, Marianne may take one of the occupations as the basis for the scene. Marianne, do you see something that you could use for that?
I am absolutely taking farmer's market merchant. I may not say it, but I'm going to take it.
Yes, you are, because farmers grow America's #1 export, farm produce, and we support them. Also, my sister has an organic farm and runs a farmer's market stall all around the town, and we support their efforts as well. Gales Meadow Farm. Look them up online. All right. So all the suggestions are coming in, and Marianne is creating the list for me from your suggestions. Thank you so much. So they're going to play a scene, and I'm going to interject with these emotions or styles, and we're going to see how all the players adapt to each one. Everybody has to adapt to what I call in until I call in the next one. It's very difficult. Everybody say, ooh. Ooh. Okay, thank you very much. I think I even heard some of you at home say that, and I appreciate that. All right. Players, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Take the field for Farmer's Market Merchant. Begin.
Candles? Candles? I mean, I know you're here for produce, but you know, sometimes you just want something that smells like produce.
Oh, look, they're made of soy and beeswax.
They are.
Oh, beeswax. I'm allergic.
Variety.
I'll take this one.
Okay, that is our duct tape scented one, but you know.
It reminds me of my husband, rest his soul.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, ma'am.
Fear.
It's all right. He visits me.
Is he visiting you right now?
No, he doesn't come out when it's in public. Oh, wait. He's never been outside of the house before, but there he is.
Hello, sir. Would you like a candle?
Accountant.
Yes. Now, if you get 3 of them, you can get a 30% discount.
30%? I love savings. It goes good with my budget.
Yes, and you don't have to worry about money falling out of your ghostly pockets if you spend it. Sir?
Ooh, nice. Hi, honey.
Hi, Harold.
It's so good to see you.
I wish I could say the same. Shouldn't you be busy playing a harp or something?
I have drama, and I'm going to make it elementary school drama.
Well, this is something I will have to bring up to my accountant.
I left my harp in my locker.
You're supposed to be on.
I'll go get it.
You're supposed to be on.
What?
I mean, I am
Ennui. Ennui.
And I really, you know, your husband seems kind of a drag.
He is. I mean, I see him more than I ever saw him when he was alive.
Dystopian survival flick.
Thank goodness he left me all of his tools. I built a bunker under the house.
Did he leave you matches?
Yes, thousands.
This is a good way to heat up your food without letting the eyes know where you are.
Give me all the candles.
All the candles, but we have to spread it.
You should come with me. It's the only safe place.
Sci-fi.
Where are we going then?
All right, listen. It's not a bunker, it's a launch pad. Before he died, Harold left me an interdimensional spaceship.
Is that what they've been building off of 101?
That's only part of his plan. They don't even know they're building it. But the pattern that forms and around that junction in the freeway will bring aliens to us.
I want to go meet the aliens.
Then come with me, quickly.
It'll be so good for advertising.
Leave this place.
Action movie.
Come with me if you both want to live.
I want
No,
to live.
seriously, come on.
Where are we going?
Oh,
Where are we going?
Beyond.
oh, my hip. Oh,
Oh no!
We can't leave anyone behind! No! Come back!
Freeform jazz.
sometimes the lady falls. Sometimes she stays.
Sometimes the man falls, and then he dies. It happens.
Sometimes the aliens drive by. Wait, you say. Wait for me. Take me away from all of this Earth nonsense.
And that is time. Changing styles from our red team. Amazing stuff. And let's have the blue captain on the screen. Hey.
What's up?
Johanna. And what game do you want to toss up here against this? Now, fans, you're going to be voting on that red team scene against this upcoming blue team scene. What do you want to play?
We want to play Advice Panel.
All right, you've got it. Go prepare your team.
Team, get
and
ready.
Johanna, will you host?
I sure will.
Awesome, thank you. So fans, we're going to have an advice panel full of a tremendous set of experts here, and it's an opportunity to get all of your problems that you're having taken care of with our panel of experts. So I would absolutely love to have a bunch of questions for a panel of experts. So if you're having a relationship problems, family problems, problems at work, problems handling your technology, or maybe even do-it-yourself problems, like, you got some trouble around the home, like a leaky faucet or something, and you need panelists to give you the correct advice. That would be fantastic. So if you could throw that in there, that would be most amazing. And we're going to hear from our panel in just a moment. So let's throw those questions in there, and please welcome our panel of experts.
Woo!
Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming to our panel today. I'm Dottie Galore, but we're here to meet our panelists, aren't we? Chaz Wainwright, can you please introduce yourself?
My name's Chaz Wainwright, and I currently have my entire savings and life investments invested in a cryptocurrency NFT project that basically centers around NBC's fall lineup of 2021.
Oh, yeah, you do. That sounds fascinating. I can't wait to hear more from you. Connor McConnerson.
Yeah. Oh, good to be here, coming to you from Bemidji. It's me, Connor Connerson, the squash king of Bemidji.
Love it. Love it. Uncle Steve, what are you doing here?
Hey everybody, it's me, your Uncle Steve, the uncle your parents don't let you stay with when they go out of town.
No, they do not. For a good reason, we all know, right?
I'm a fun time!
That's right. He is. I can attest to that. Well, let's go to our questions. Marianne, what is our first question for our panelists?
Well, our first question comes from a Steve that is not Uncle Steve. He wants to know how to get his grass level.
Chaz, I think this is your specialty. Chaz?
Oh, yeah. So, in order to do research for my project, I was watching an episode of This Is Us, in which a father figure was mowing the lawn, and, I gotta say, my own issues with my father growing up, I learned a lot. And, sometimes it's not just about a lawn, sometimes it's about a little bit more than that.
Yeah, it is. Let's talk later. Connor, how do you get your grass level?
Oh, well, Steve, you got to be thinking beyond grass. Grass is so yesterday. What you want to do there is to rip out all your grass and plant a variety of squashes. Now, if you have an uneven yard with bumps and such, you can use different height squashes, you see. And then by putting your patapan next to your acorn, and you can level it all out. So you got like a nice level squash.
Isn't that what everyone wants?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Steve, please weigh in.
Well, what I would normally do is I would say, hey, you want a vacation to my sister? Just send your nieces and nephews over, and then I'd give them cleats, and they'd walk around my yard over and over again to aerate it, and then that would level it all out. Hey, cool Uncle Steve.
And now you're all getting the idea. So, Marianne, what is our next question for our panelists?
Well, our next question comes from Mary Pat. She says, how do I prepare to be a grandma?
Oh, Mary Pat, I wish, don't I? Okay, so Connor.
Oh, yeah. Well, what you want to do is you want to get yourself a nice, maybe a nice spaghetti squash if it's still summer, or maybe a nice big butternut, and you want to draw on it like a typical grandchild looking thing. And then you want to carry that around and bring it with you various places, maybe places a squash or a grandchild would like to go and do activities. And then that will prepare you from when you actually have a human and not a squash.
I hear the biggest grandchild thing right now is the newest iPhone, so maybe put that on your squash. So Uncle Steve, I know you're an uncle, but if you were a grandma, how would you prepare?
Well, first of all, I'm super surprised that I got married at some point. But to be a cool grandma, just like you want to be a cool Uncle Steve, is if your kids, grandkids, kids you're watching, they're not doing anything bad, you just give them as much ice cream and chocolate and you spoil the heck out of them. And then when they go back to their parents, like, you're not my real mom, you're not my real dad, I'm going to go live with Uncle Steve because Uncle Steve is always here for you.
And if you really want to spoil them, put some sugar on that ice cream. Chad.
Was that not an option beforehand? I always do.
Oh yeah, no, it's what everyone's doing these days.
I call them ice cream crackles.
I call them ice cream cavities. Okay, Chaz.
I got a great idea for this while watching the show Chicago Med, which is conveniently in between Chicago Fire and Chicago PD on Wednesday. And what I realized is during the episode, there was a grandma, witnessing the birth of her child, and that gave me a great idea. If you bought the NFT of Chicago Med when your grandchild is born and then put it in a trust, by the time he's 18, he'll be able to buy a small Caribbean island just to himself. So you got to invest.
And then plant squash all over the island.
Ooh, tropical
You
squash.
got a place to live and something to eat. Perfect. I love it. Marianne, what is our next?
That's my apartment.
Here we go. Zoom Massey. Zoom Massey says, I want a new puppy. How do I puppy proof my house?
Oh, puppy proofing. All right, so Uncle Steve, something tells me you know a little about this, but it might not have to do with puppies.
Oh no, I totally know about puppy proofing because my nieces and nephew, I have 5 nieces, 1 nephew, they love puppies. And so I just keep puppies in my house. And then I have proof that they are puppies, which is less than 3 months old. And after they hit 3 months, I give them away and I get new puppies. So I always have puppy proof in my house to make sure that they have the proofiest puppies. And also, I make sure there's no wires, chocolate, raisins, or anything like that on the floor because that'll hurt them.
That is good advice. Chaz, you want to weigh in on this one?
So a new market that NBC Universal has come to the realization of is that market testing is actually inhumane. It's inhumane to test NBC shows on human people. So they've been testing on dogs recently. They've been testing the TV shows on dogs. And so that's the best kind of puppy proofing is making sure that these hit medical shows are going to keep coming out.
I hear you. That's really deep.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Well, I got something
Chaz,
to say.
what are your feelings about the Station 19 Grey's Anatomy crossover coming up tomorrow night?
It's ambitious. I'm not gonna lie. Meredith Grey, she's in for a big one. I mean, it's ABC. I'm not supposed to be watching, but I'll be tuning in.
All right, same here, bro.
Controversy tonight. So, Connor, do you have any thoughts on this?
I sure do. What you want to do is you want to get yourself a medium-sized golden nugget delicata squash. And you want to throw that as high speed around your place. Now, if the squash breaks, pretty much a puppy will break too.
And that is time. Wonderful advice from our advice panel. Lots of connections made, good stuff happening, and apparently we're all supposed to watch only NBC shows from now on. All right, fans, you get to vote between that advice panel and the red team's game of changing styles. A poll has been put up, and you're going to vote here. So give it a shot. Which team you preferred. We'll apportion points based on that. And hey, Marianne, what are we talking about while that's happening?
Hey, Pat, did you know that people have a way to support us using PayPal or Venmo?
What?
I know. We've been doing these online shows for over 18 months now, and we're happy to do them. We love seeing all of you in the chat. And if you can't help us out, that's fine. But if you have a few extra bucks to throw our way, we would really like that. And I put the links there in the chat for you.
And players appreciate it. They get paid when this happens. It's a beautiful thing. It's awesome. And we'll have some news a little later tonight about what's going on with us here at CSC Portland. I'm going to end the poll. Not as many people voted as might have, but that's the way it goes. So I'm sharing it, and it's 63% for the blue team, 38%. So I'm going to round down and up. We're going to go 6 points blue, 4 points red. What does that make our score, Jim?
With that score, it becomes red 9 and blue has 6, and still Microsoft is trailing with -1.
Yep, I don't know that they're... Oh.
Yeah, this scoring update was brought to you by Ice Cream Crackles. Sugar is good, and so is ice cream. This is approved by Uncle Steve.
It's still not a real topping. I suppose if you're desperate. All right. So the next thing is on me. So I'm going to call a ref challenge game, the game of story. So fans, for this, we need the title of a story that doesn't exist yet because you're making it up. It could be just a simple phrase. For instance, in class the other night, we had The Sleeping Cheetah. That would be an acceptable title. But you'll probably come up with something even better. Throw that into chat, and here's what's going to happen. The players will all get their cameras turned on eventually, and then a secret person in our organization will spotlight them one at a time. And when they are big on the screen like I am now, they have to be telling you the story. And when somebody else pops up, that person has to take over, even if that's in the middle of a word or phrase. Again, really difficult. Everybody say, ooh. 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 All right. Last player left alive after all the tossing out wins 5 big points for their team. And we might also toss up another poll just for entertainment purposes, as I like high-scoring games. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're first turning it over to Marianne. And Marianne, will you please tell us the title of tonight's story?
You betcha. It's The Rabbit Who Walked to Mars.
Okay, The Rabbit Who Walked to Mars. Fantastic. Thank you for that. Again, from Zoom Massey, firing out those suggestions tonight, Zoom. You do you. Awesome. All right. So, players, are you ready for Chapter 1 of The Rabbit Who Walked to Mars?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Let's see it.
One morning, Jacob the Rabbit woke up and realized that his cryptocurrency has earned him enough money to pay for a flight with SpaceX. He looked up to the
sky and thought, I can be there. I can be beyond there. I will get my currency and walk
to the moon store where I can buy the outfit I will need to go to Mars. Mars
is so cool. It's red, and I like red. But, thought Jacob, I have looked at the moon often and thought I saw another rabbit up there.
And that can't be. Only one rabbit should be in space, and it's going to be me. Outfit in hand, he entered the SpaceX compound. I'm here
to fly to Mars. The pilot said rabbits can't fly, only the pilot
can fly. Luckily, I'm the pilot, and I'll take you on up to Mars. So they jumped in, and the space shuttle jetted away. It was quite the exhilarating experience for a young rabbit.
So it was very scary for a while, and then that is when the check engine light started flashing.
Beep, 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 beep. What is that? Said Jacob. That's just, that was something. You know, it happens. It's the gauge. You have to tap the gauge, said the pilot.
Yo! What? Jacob said. Tap a gauge? That sounds serious. You know what? I'm out of this piece. I'm walking. So
he walked all the way across the spaceship to the back and to the front and back to the front. It would be wind sprints if he wasn't just trying to be safe and
sound. And what he had with him to help him with this walk was a watch telling him how many steps
he had taken. Unfortunately, he was not up to his daily step count yet.
Oh, he stepped it up, and that's when the pilot said, well, we're going to have to make a crash landing on the moon to get more
fuel. But we can't because the check engine light was on. I know what I'm going to do, said Jake.
Job, I will procure us some more fuel. He dived out of the spaceship and the remaining 300 feet to the surface of Mars.
First of all, you people are so good at this, but I have to kick you out for saying dived instead of dove.
Oh!
I just have to. Somebody's got to go. So Cohen is out.
Didn't know Pat was anti-Semitic.
A normal night, that would have probably passed, but I was sitting here panicking that I couldn't throw any of you out because you're playing so well. It's The Rabbit Who Walked to Mars, Chapter 2.
Just then, the pilot said something, and then I
deserve
ready.
You clearly weren't ready, so see ya. Bye, Jamie. Sorry. Okay. The Rabbit Who Walked to Mars, Chapter 3.
You may have heard, on occasion, that the moon is covered with a thick layer of dust, and it's a good thing that the gravity is low, because
this was the day that the dustbuster did not work anymore. Jacob could not suck up enough dust to fuel his dust-powered moonbeam
radiator, which was attached to all of the other implements he was carrying. A hair dryer.
Radiator? No. Out. All right. Sorry, Johanna. I'm not buying it. It's The Rabbit Who Walked to Mars, Chapter 4.
That's when the centaurs decided to attack. Seeing Jacob on the surface of the dusty moon, with his Swiffer sweeper picking up all of the dust, the centaurs said,
"Where is that power coming from? We didn't install outlets here." The centaurs then had to know, so they approached Jacob carefully because they thought
he had the secret of power.
That's repetition. We had he. All right. Chris is out. It's now getting down to a manageable number. It's The Rabbit Who Walked to Mars, Chapter 5.
The surface began to bubble. All of a sudden, out of the core came a Gorgabong. The Gorgabong
had a magic 5-fingered hand that he...
Leslie, you don't know what the Gorgabong had, clearly. So, nice try.
Someone doesn't play Dungeons and Dragons.
There you go. Well, there you are. All right. It's The Rabbit Who Walked to Mars, Chapter 6.
And the Gorgabong had a terrible cough. It coughed all the dust towards the centaurs.
And that's when Jacob said, "Here, have a Halls." Reaching into his pocket, he pulled out a...
Paws the size of a small rabbit. He thought, hey, this seems like it's counter to my need and want right now since I'm a rabbit and this looks like a rabbit. Maybe this will give my
rabbitness a chance.
I'm calling a hesitation on that one.
Yeah.
We're trying to deal with the rabbit conundrum there. All right. I believe we are down to the final players. It's Amelia and Matt. It is The Rabbit Who Walked to Mars, the final chapter. And
the Great Gorgabong Society welcomed Jacob further in to become a full member. They said they would be
them everything they needed, but no one else would be ever able to see them again.
They would be lost on this frozen but hot but confusing tundra.
And all of them were excited, hoping,
praying.
Frozen but hot but confusing.
That sounds like a day in Brooklyn, kid. I mean,
okay.
I'm living my life.
And also on the moon. I'm just being honest.
That might be, but I'm sorry. I'm going to toss Amelia out for that one.
Okay.
And the points go to the blue team. What does that make our score?
Well, with those points, blue now has 11, and red still has 9.
All right.
And our Microsoft people are...
I'm sorry, I'm going to relaunch the poll, Jim, so that people can vote for entertainment value on that.
Okay, we'll add more points then.
Oh.
Yeah. We're going for it. So, so Amelia doesn't have to feel badly because her team's already picked up a vote. All right, cool.
Woo!
Awesome. So, here's the deal, folks. While this is happening, it may be time to reveal to you an upcoming secret, and that upcoming secret is that next week, our Zoom show, Saturday at 7 p.m. Pacific time, we'll have 2 other guests, and those guests are renowned CSC players. Yes, they are. It'll be Rick Stedman from CSC Los Angeles and Aaron Kennedy from CSC Twin Cities. So it should be super, super fun, and we'll see them next week.
I'm looking forward to Muscles and Animals.
There you go. We got both of them with those folks. All right, I'm ending the poll and sharing the results. And wow, it's a dramatic turn. I am going to lower and raise, so we're going to go 7 points red team, and we're going to go 3 points blue team. And what's that make our score?
Oh, well, that makes the score now. Red has 16 and blue has 14. And Microsoft is still lagging way behind. I don't
Yeah,
think
they
they're
are.
going to gain on them.
All right. Cool. Hey, fans, I'm going to hit my view to gallery, and hopefully you'll be back to gallery. But if you're not, go up to the upper right-hand portion of your screen and click on gallery view. And Jamie, you were there. You should have stayed there. Red captain on the screen. Your intuition was correct. Always follow your intuition.
I got to get back to gallery. There we go.
Yeah, that's part of the issue.
There.
So your team gets to play a game here in the team choice second round. What's it going to be?
Ooh, we want to play remote control.
Ooh, I want to play that too. So fans, for this, we need a scene suggestion, and we need something that you have done outdoors in the last 2 weeks. So some sort of active activity. If you just sat outdoors, I can appreciate that, but we'd like a little more active activity than that. And what's going to happen is the red team's going to play a game, and periodically the ref person is going to pop up on the screen, blow a whistle, and either make them go in reverse or forward or reverse. And I can also hit the menu and see what some of the other special options are. It's also possible that a couple of leftover things from Styles might get used. Who knows? Who knows? All right, players, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, what's our suggestion?
Well, Crystal was quick on the keyboard. We've got kayaking.
Ooh, there's a kayaking scene. I love kayaking scenes. All right, players, begin.
Jane! Jane, help! Help! I'm going down!
Just right yourself! Throw your shoulder! Throw your shoulder! Okay, there you go. You're fine. You're fine.
Reverse.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. There you go. Throw your shoulder!
I'm going
Throw your shoulder! Just right yourself!
Forward.
Just right yourself!
I'm going
Throw
down!
your shoulder! Throw your shoulder! There you go. You're okay. You're okay.
Wow, Jane.
I lost you.
My balance is really off.
Reverse.
My balance is really off.
I thought I lost you. There you go. You're okay.
I'm going down.
Throw your shoulder.
I'm going down.
Throw your shoulder.
Forward.
Jane.
Throw your shoulder.
I'm going
Throw your
down.
shoulder.
I'm going down.
Throw your shoulder. Hey, there you go. You're okay. You're okay.
Oh,
I thought I lost
my
you.
balance is really off.
Maybe there's something in there. Do you feel anything with you, like a rock or something?
Reverse.
My balance is off.
Forward.
My balance is off. It seems to be a small man with binoculars in the boat.
Told you to not show yourself, Tony.
Well, I gotta look at the rookies out there in the water.
We were doing fine, and then you threw her off balance.
Reverse.
We were doing fine, then you threw her off balance.
Well, I gotta look at the rookies out there in the water.
Told you not to show yourself, Tony.
It's a little man with binoculars. My balance must be off.
Balance. There's something in there with you. There's maybe. I thought I lost you.
Oh, I'm going down.
Throw your shoulder. Throw your shoulder.
Forward. Super slow motion.
I'm going down.
Forward. Regular speed.
Oh, there you are. You're okay. You're okay. Oh, I thought I lost you.
My balance is off.
Yeah. Is there anything in your kayak with you?
Huh?
Like a rock or something? Whoa.
It's a little man with binoculars.
Tony, I told you not to let her see you.
Continue forward. Super close up.
Well, I gotta see the rookies out there in the water.
But we were doing fine till you threw her off balance. How are we supposed to get back to San Francisco now?
Continue regular.
You have stowaways.
You heard that too, right?
Reverse.
You heard that too, right?
You have stowaways.
How are we supposed to get back to San Francisco now?
Well, I gotta look at the rookies on the water.
Brody, you told you not to let her see you.
There's a little man with binoculars.
Forward.
There's a little man with binoculars.
Tony, I told you not to let her see you.
Reverse. Reverse.
Tony, I told you not to let her see you.
It's a little man with binoculars. Now.
Is there something in there that's thrown off your balance, like a rock or something?
Oh, going down. I think we're doing this. I'm going down.
Throw your shoulder. Throw your shoulder.
I'm going down. Oh, Jane.
Oh, no, Monica.
And that is time. Remote control. Wow. Take a breather, everybody. That was something. All right, blue captain on the screen.
Can I get a little man with binoculars?
Sure. There he is.
Please, I'll take it.
What do you want to play?
Let's play 4 rooms.
4 rooms? Okay, you want to do a single team 4 rooms.
I do want to do it.
I like it. Okay, prepare your team. Fans, what's going to happen is we need 4 suggestions. Actually, I would like the people to pop up for the suggestions. So who are the first 2 people in the first room? Okay.
Yeah, me and Chris.
It's Chris and Johanna. Okay.
All right, I'm going to take one that I saw earlier that I really like.
Go for it.
The suggestion was Mars from Crystal.
Mars, thank you. Awesome. So who's staying on and who's joining?
Me and Cohen.
All right, Johanna and Cohen. For Johanna and Cohen, I need a suggestion of a clique in high school that's not the jocks. We get the jocks a lot, so we need a clique in high school. All right.
Well, the first one came through. We got Band from Mary Pat.
All right, we got the band. So next up, it's Cohen and Matt. I deduced that, and great. So Cohen and Matt. Let's see. Also suggested I see was nerds. So I'd like nerds about something specific. So what's something specific that these guys are nerdy about?
You know, Candace suggested biking earlier. They could be bike nerds.
Bike nerds. I like it.
I'll go get John Lascaretz.
Okay.
Yes. And let's rotate once more. We have Matt and Chris. And for Matt and Chris, I need a historical period, please. Maybe one not connected with a war, if you can do that. An example of that might be the Renaissance or Shakespearean times. So it's clear I don't want to do that. I'm just trying to push the audience a little bit. Fans,
maybe, Patrick, maybe a decade from the audience would be good.
Oh, sure. A decade from the last century would be great. Roaring 20s has popped up.
That has popped up.
So that would be great. Yeah, cool. Dick and Jane, also a great suggestion. Just a little bit later than the other one that we took, but we'll keep that in mind. All right. So let's remind ourselves when it is Chris and Johanna, it's
Mars.
Great.
Sorry.
And when it's Johanna and Cohen, it's
Band.
Great. And when it's Cohen and Matt, it's
Bike nerds.
Great. And Matt and Chris, it's
the Roaring 20s.
Okay. Let's start here. Let's start here with Matt and Chris in the Roaring 20s. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to remind the audience what's going to happen in 4 rooms, the 4 rooms variation of Foursquare. When I blow the whistle and say switch, I'm going to tell them what the last line that was that's said in that room, and the next room has to start with that line. It's very difficult. Everybody say, ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, here we go.
I'm telling you, Dale, the stock market's got nowhere to go but up.
Well, I just don't know how I feel about that since World War I.
Well, you know, the other thing we can invest in is alcohol. I mean,
oh! They're never going to amend anything like that. Let's just put all of our money in whiskey.
And stocks.
Switch. Let's put all of our money in whiskey.
Let's put all of our money in whiskey, Ronald.
Yeah, well, I had planned to start a rabbit breeding franchise, but my rabbit never showed up.
I know, and it's way too dusty up here for rabbits, if you know what I mean. But I think if we have whiskey on the menu, we can get some other people to populate.
Yeah, we could have a whole, Mars resort.
A Mars resort is brilliant because everyone needs more sun and...
Everyone needs more sun. Switch.
You know, Charles, everyone needs more sun, and I haven't had it in 12 days, so...
We have to get ready for the big competition. That's why I have you in this basement playing music 24 hours a day.
I just don't know that the tuba is... I'm 5'1" and 95 pounds. I don't know if this is what I need to be playing.
Look, Sam, that is not a winner's attitude.
Switch. That is not a winner's attitude.
No, that ain't a winner's attitude. That's all I'm saying.
I just can't pop a wheelie, bro.
You gotta put some faith. You gotta have some faith, and you gotta go for it. You gotta send her, and get after it.
You know, here's the deal. I don't have faith in myself.
Okay.
Switch. I don't have faith in myself.
I don't have faith in myself. Not since the women got the right to vote in 1920.
Well, you don't need to worry about having faith. I'm going to tell you who to vote for. Herbert Hoover. He's a guy who's really going places.
Oh, he's going to lead us to a boom stream right there.
It'll be prosperity for everyone.
No one's going to
be
get
prosperity for everyone. Switch.
Wow, you're right. It's prosperity for everyone. Your idea is great.
Yeah, as soon as somebody gets back to my Evite, I sent it out a week ago and I've not heard from anyone, but I can see that they've all looked at it.
Well, there is a lag between Mars and Earth.
Oh, Ronald, I never even thought about that. Thank you. That makes me feel.
I never even thought about that. Switch.
I never even thought about that.
I know, I should have taken your blood pressure. I'm so sorry you had to. I haven't been believing you this whole time, but I don't think that's the right instrument for you.
The fact that I couldn't get above a B flat wasn't a warning sign.
I just thought you weren't talented.
I just thought you weren't talented.
I just thought you weren't talented.
Hey,
That's
say
why
that to
bring wheels
me, now a 3 times gold medal winner at the X Games.
Look, that's why I put the wheels on. It's a little easier to do a wheelie when there's 3 of them.
I'm just saying, when you got a big wheel, you got to keep on turning.
Which keep on turning.
Keep on turning. You'll tune in something on the radio.
Oh, what's this? I just heard the 18th Amendment just passed.
Oh. Well, at least we've got radio. Nothing will displace that ever.
Nothing will replace the radio.
And that is time.
I didn't have a secondary monitor telling me what things happened in the 1920s or anything, Pat.
That's the thing we can do on Zoom. We can't do, at other times. So, I'm going to launch the poll here. We had the remote control, and we had the 4 rooms, 4 square combination thing, and it's many buttons to relaunch here. Sorry about that and that delay. But here is your poll, fans, to vote. And fans, while we're voting, a little something for you. We will have this show with our guests from Twin Cities and LA next week. And then the following Saturday at 7 p.m., we're opening live.
Woohoo!
On October 16th. On Saturday nights, we're going to continue. And for those of you who are elsewhere and follow us on Zoom, please be patient. We eventually will be able to stream from our arena. We're not able to do that quite yet. But we will work on that, and we may have some special Zoom shows continuing in the future. But we plan to be open. And tickets are available now at portlandcomedy.com/tickets. portlandcomedy.com/tickets. We will have a requirement that people are vaccinated. You have to fill out a waiver, and attendance will be limited for a bit. So please be patient with us as we figure out what we're doing, because it's been over 18 months. We've forgotten how to do what we had done for the prior 28 years. So there you go. Hey, the results are here, and the blue team, got 67%. I'm rounding that up to 7 points. Red team rounding down to 3 points. What does that make our score, Jim?
That makes the score. Blue team has 21, and red team has 19. So they're
Blue team 21. That's the roaring.
Yeah, it's a roaring score, and Microsoft's -1, also not roaring. All right, fans, it's been fabulous. We're coming up to our final round. It's a very close game. It's anybody's game. And we're going to have a final game here in just a moment. Before we do that, some people we'd like to thank. First of all, on our chat tonight, Marianne Rambo. Could not do this without her. Thank you, Marianne. Appreciate you. Awesome. We'd also like to send out some thanks to our announcer tonight, Jim Sapp. Jim, thank you very much for track of the numbers and names and who's who in the room. I'd like to thank our guest, Amelia Fowler from CSC New York. I know it's late where you are, but boy, it's fantastic to have you here.
Thank you.
We love you so much.
Be here. Yeah.
Fantastic. And guest Cohen Jenkins from Boise. We love you so much too.
Hey,
It's awesome. Great to have you here.
Later here. Don't forget that.
It also is later, but it's only 9:04, not 11:04. So, let's keep things in context.
It's the future.
Okay, yeah, it's the future. These people know the future. You know who really knows the future is our fan Steve from Australia, who really knows the future. It's Sunday there. But we'd like to thank Steve and all of you for tuning in tonight. Thank you so much. Tuning in, that's a radio thing, but you did. You pressed some buttons and here you are, and it's been absolutely great to have you here. So we do have one final game, and I would like to call our friends onto the screen for the game of Special Delivery. So the game of Special Delivery, we need a bunch of suggestions. Occupations are good. Objects are good. Locations might even be good. There's a lot of things that we can turn into it. And what's going to happen is we've all turned a lot to delivery of food and other items right to our door during the last 18 months. And here are some delivery people that apparently need your signature or something. And they're going to tell you all about the deliveries because these delivery people know what's in the package, which is a little creepy. All right. For each one that they do that is excellent, they'll be punning or joking. It will get a bell. And Jim will score 1 point.
1 point.
Awesome. Thank you, Jim. If it's not so good, it gets the old Oregon Duck call, which today is a very, very sad Oregon Duck call.
Aww.
Because people who wear stripes like me
Work
did
at
not
Foot
do a
Locker.
great job today. I'm just going to say that. I don't often say that, but they changed the game today.
Patrick, don't say that. You're doing a great job.
I've changed the game a couple of times, though. But here at Comedy Sports, it's fun. So, anyway, cool. So, yeah, it was a great day in college football for teams that I support. All right. Let's get our first suggestion, Marianne.
You betcha. Our first suggestion is animal crackers.
Animal crackers. All right. It's animal crackers, players, and it's Special Delivery.
Yeah, I've got all these animal crackers for your siblings. Gonna need some marks from your brothers.
Ding dong, ding dong. I got some animal crackers there. No, I do. I'm not lying.
Ding dong. Hey, I got some animal crackers. They might be a little soggy because those animal crackers were in my soup.
Ding dong, ma'am, I got your animal crackers. I'm so sorry I'm late. It's a jungle out there.
Oh.
All right. Let's get a new one, Marianne.
Our new one is frying pans.
Frying pans. Thank you very much. Frying pans.
Ding dong, ding dong. I got a delivery here for you. It's a frying pan. No, it's out of the frying pan. No, into the fire. Yeah, okay.
I'm still ringing the bell. That was
Special
Chuck.
delivery, ding dong. I got your frying pan. I know it's 2 weeks late. Well, set the pot to the kettle.
Wow.
Ding dong, ding dong. Oh, wow. You're a renowned casting agent, Nancy Weiss. I'm just telling you, in your next movie, you need to cast Irons, Jeremy Irons.
Wow.
Ding dong, ma'am. I have your cast iron pot here. Oh no, it belongs next door. I run over there.
Hey, yeah, I got it looks like a pan here for you. But first, you have to answer 3 griddles.
Yes.
That was pretty good. All right. Marianne, something that maybe these folks are pretty good at this. Let's try to make them reach. What do you got?
Sweden is what I got.
Sweden.
Yep.
Good luck. Sweden.
Ding dong, I have your special delivery from IKEA.
Okay, that's a good one.
Ding dong, I've got a package here for you. It's not just a package, it also has like a corkscrew, some pliers, a toothpick. Overall, it's just a Swiss Army package.
Oh, whoops. That's Sweden, not Sweden.
Oh, no, it's being delivered to Sweden from Switzerland.
Matt, you're digging a hole.
Excuse me. I have a Swedish delivery. It seems to be a Swedish rap star, Ludovisk.
Ding dong, Mister, I got your sweet in here. I do recommend having one of these like myself. It's good to have a stock at home.
I see you. I see you.
Beat the
Ding dong. Candy delivery. It's a candygram. Because it's sweet.
Hi. I've got some generic clothing for you. It's from old Scandinavia.
Ding dong, ding dong. I'll deliver for you here. It's AB. Oh, and they're over a bunch of C's. It's from overseas.
Ding dong. I've got a lot of packages for you.
Oh Lord.
Ding dong.
Let's go Amelia and then Cohen.
Ding dong, since we're doing that, forgot about that. Ding dong, I have a Swedish delivery for you here. Yeah. It smells a little funky. It smells a little fishy, Swedish fishy.
Ding dong. I'm trying to look through the Zoom the Ring doorbell, but instead I'm gonna look through the keyhole. IKEA.
Ding dong, ding dong. Ding dong. I got a delivery here for you. Yeah. Hold on. Let me open up one of my apps to get it for you.
Ding dong.
Alps.
Hi, I have a package for you. It's from the Wizard of Oslo.
I'm calling time. Super funny. No point. Oslo's in Norway.
Oh, Norway!
But super funny.
Hershey, Scandinavia.
They're cousins.
Gothenburg.
Oh, it was a Swiss. Swiss.
But
Yeah.
it was being
Swiss
delivered
Alps.
from
All your
Norway.
Swiss jokes. Nope. No points for those. So we're
I guess
adding
those
them
are
up.
just
We're
a
going to find
Swiss
out.
mess.
Thank you very much, all fans, for watching us. Next week on Zoom, following week live. Later on, who knows? All right, drum roll, please. And what is our final score, Jim?
It was a really close game, Pat, but by a final score of 30-28, tonight's winners are the team in blue!
Yeah! Let's go!
That's inconceivable.
How do you spell that word?
Ladies and gentlemen, Comedy Sports tonight was brought to you by Cohen, Little Rusty Jenkins, Leslie, Boogie Mansfield, Matt, Do the Russell, Amy Zing Gray, Chris Cross Crotty, Amelia Amy Fowler, Red Team Captain Jamie the Fool Montgomery, Blue Team Captain Johanna Sweet Ann Lowenberg, and your referee for tonight, Patrick Electrical Short.
Thank you so much. See you next week.
If you're trapped